Over the years, I've had my share of ups and downs running a laser business, but you know what? I'm still here. But that's got me thinking, if I was to start a brand new laser business today, what would I have done differently? Let's take a look. Let's cut back to 2021, where it all started for Tender Tree. Right in the height of lockdown, I bought myself an Autor Laser Master Pro 2, which is a diode laser. And I remember thinking to myself, this thing is awesome. I'm never going to get a better machine than this. Fast forward to now, I've upgraded my machines, we're selling more and more products, and I'm able to thrive, not just survive, supporting me, my wife, and my 3 children. But let me tell you, I made plenty of mistakes along the way. Mistakes that, if avoided, would have put us in an even better position today. So in this video, I'll break down those mistakes exactly so you can avoid them starting your laser journey. Structuring your business. Now, when I first started out, I imagined myself as 100% an Etsy business, selling on Etsy, and then maybe later on down the line, opening up a website via something like Shopify. Selling online made sense, right? Because everyone was in lockdown and people were buying online, spending their hard-earned furlough money on places like Etsy. But I didn't account for the unexpected, and that's people reaching out to me for custom work. Now, I hadn't planned for anyone reaching out for custom requests, so when they did, I underpriced, and in some cases I even lost money. And this is because I didn't have the structure in place, which is a costly mistake. Now, if I was starting over, I would of course still spend time building up my online presence, but I would have put that structure in place earlier so I knew exactly what to expect when it came in. Now at Tender Tree, we dedicate 60 to 70% of our time, effort, and commitment to our online sales. We also do about 10 to 20% on things like markets, local fairs, fates, things like that. And then the rest is divvied into custom requests. Now, if we'd have done this earlier, we would have been able to secure a lot more contracts than we have now for things like restaurants, schools, and even estate agents, which we do a lot of now. But if we had that structure in place from the beginning, we would have knew the exact breakdown of where to place our time, effort, and money. For example of a custom request, I was recently contacted by an architect who was doing a project for a local school. Now, this was a pretty wild project, but because I have that structure in place, I was able to price the job effectively, fairly, but most importantly, all whilst making profit. Okay, on to choosing the correct platforms. If you're starting a laser business today, having an online social presence isn't optional, it is required. But don't fall for the same trap that I fell for. Just target your audience for where your target market is going to be. When I first started, I focused solely on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, but then got distracted by every other new platform that was popping up regularly. I even tried Snapchat at one point. But what I discovered is I was wasting my time on content that wasn't driving sales to the products I was selling. Now I'd focus my content where I know my target audience is already on. Things like Facebook and Instagram are perfect for this. With Facebook, it's great for connecting local businesses and customers, and you've got to remember that the average consumer of Facebook is 25 or older, so they tend to have a bit more money to spend on the types of products I'm selling. Plus, you can target your demographic with ads on Facebook quite easily. You can also have a shop via your Facebook page, and this also coincides with Instagram because of course the two shops are linked because Facebook and Instagram are owned by Meta. Instagram is my second app of choice for the laser industry. Perfect for showing off your work and building your brand with things like behind the scenes footage, product reveals and showcases and the like. Now, I've said this on a previous video, I'm no social media guru. In fact, I'm awful, but this is something if I had done from the beginning of starting my business, I might be a bit better at now and already on that trend of posting daily, which of course would mean that we would be better off financially. Okay, on to asset collections. Okay, so for me, this is quite a big one, and it would have saved me hours, days, and probably even weeks if I had stored, sorted, and organized all my assets from the offset. Now, this is all of your assets: fonts, digital graphics, all of the templates you create for things like Lightburn and Xtool Creative Space. Store everything, organize everything, sort everything. Now I'm going to give you an example. If somebody contacts you for a custom request, as we were talking about earlier, and says, I want a Christmas ornament of my Cocker Spaniel, you can spend time creating that and deliver that to your customer. Everything's happy. You spend a few hours on this project. What happens in 3 months' time? Somebody else contacts you. They want a silhouette of a Cocker Spaniel on their diary, on their journal. Well, you've already got that asset made. So now this just turns into free money. So you put that into your laser machine, you open the asset you've already created, and you engrave it. So the only time that you're spending is that engraving time rather than designing your assets. If you didn't save that, store it and organize it, you would have to do that for every single project that you do that involves a Cocker Spaniel. And this goes the same for everything, including fonts. Store all the fonts that you've got commercial licensing for, store all the graphics you've got commercial licensing for, and really utilize the folder system on Windows or Mac to create a good organized storage for all of your assets. Spending your money wisely. This comes down mainly to buying machines, stock, things like that. Now, Amazon is a wonderful thing. You can order something at 9 AM and have it delivered to your door by 3 PM the same day. If not, it's the next day. Probably think that's perfect for buying stock, right? Keychain blanks, stock, card stock, metal business cards, or even birchwood. Wrong. Whilst Amazon is a great place to buy things quickly to run tests when creating your products, never rely on Amazon as a full-time store to purchase your wares. We have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds on Amazon when we first started, but we learned the hard way that this just burns into your profits. It is essential that you find a good platform, a good wholesaler, or other small business to purchase from. Yes, they may take a little bit longer, but if you use something like AliExpress, however, the cost difference can be mind-blowing and you will save yourself when buying in bulk. Now, if you're thinking about starting a laser business and you want some tips to help you along the way, give my video up here a little watch, and that goes over 5 laser tips that you need when starting your own laser business. Okay, what's my final thoughts? Number 1. Structure your business for retail, but prepare yourself for custom requests. 2. Focus on social platforms that are actually going to drive sales or build your brand. Number 3. Organize and collect all of your assets to save time and money. And number 4. Spend money wisely. Invest in something that does not eat into your profits. Business at the end of the day is all about staying agile. If something isn't working, shift your focus, and if you find a niche that works, double down on it. Okay, if you found this video helpful and useful, please leave a like and subscribe. We are growing at a rapid rate right now. I wasn't expecting 400 subs in the couple of weeks we've been doing this, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and hopefully we can continue to build this community. I'm here to answer any questions you might have in the comments. Let me know. I am replying to everyone whilst I still can, and I will catch you in the next one. Ciao.